if I'm going to play this song in D, right, or any key, I'm going to play a little bit for you in D to show you what I mean. But you should play it so it's very audible to the musicians. If he's not playing, he should be able to follow it, you know. But you should make it very plain. So you're playing a lot of accidentals. And it could fit, but it couldn't fit. It's according to what he would be playing, you see. And if he's not if he's playing the exact voicings of the chords, then you could be wrong, you see. So now, what I want you to practice at home, alone, not with records or anything. You know Cherokee very well in B flat. You don't have any problem with it in B flat, you know. I want you to play it in D. I want you to play it in E flat, E natural, F, F sharp, G, A flat, A natural, right? Until you can play it in all the keys. And play it slow. Play it as I don't care if you play it as a waltz, you know, in E. Okay?
Right, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
How about giving her a hand, folks? Now I'd like to get our next student up, Andy Evans. Now, Andy, we had a chance to chat a little bit today. Now, one of the things that I want to go over with you is that first thing I want you to do is turn your amplifier off. Just turn the sound off for a second. All right. Now play a few notes for me. Okay, now turn some of your volume up now. Now play again. Okay. Now one of the things I've talked to the students about is you have to watch. You play the amplifier. Don't have the amplifier play you. You're getting a very close point where the amplifier is changing the sound of your instrument. And this shouldn't happen. It takes many years to build a character, you know. You get known for the sound that you build when you play this instrument, you know. And it's a rare occasion, I think, for somebody to go home and practice in his room with his amplifier on, right?
Yeah, that's
you
true.
wouldn't do it, you know.
No.
So you create a sound with this instrument. And once you create that sound, then you never want to lose it, you know. So you spend a lot of time working, getting a sound, whether it's with the bow or whether it's pizzicato. You spend a lot of time getting that sound, and you want to retain it because it's your character. It belongs to you. When I play, you know, they know who that is. You know, because I've been playing it for 50 years. Matter of fact, I've been trying to forget it, but I can't. You know, but you spend a lot of time building this up, so you don't want to dilute it by having an amplifier that doesn't aid what you're doing. You understand? So we're not talking about names of amplifiers now, but as long as we're going to have amplification, make sure that the amplifier takes what you have and just raise it a little bit, you know, and monitors it so you can hear it and you can play a little softer. You know, but don't let it change your sound, you know, so that you sound like any of 100 bass players who have amplification. Let it sustain. I have the blues. want those notes to ring out. Now try it again for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your time. Use all of the bass. Come on the way up. Come on up here somewhere. I want to make it. That's it. I told you about coming home back home now. All right. When you finish your blues, make sure it's finished. Don't leave me up in the air when you finish the song.
I find it very difficult to kind of come round to, and it's just the last couple of bars. I find it difficult.
Okay. So you were playing in the key of F, right?
Mm.
So your last 4 bars would be G, right? So if you say last 4 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sometimes on the 2 bars before, like the G and the C, I find if perhaps I'm in a funny position, you know, funny part in the chord, then it's difficult to start a run to end it off.
All right, but you have so many options. When you come to the last 2 bars, you can go G minor to C. So any direction you go in, you can still always wind up back at F. Mm. So, you know, don't be afraid to stretch out. In other words, you don't have to go. That's not necessarily. You know, you can say G minor to C. You know, anything. Million endings, but make sure you bring it back home, as they say, you know. Now, I'd like you to play a song for me that you say you know, right? Cherokee?
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to have you play some of that with the rhythm section here. Tell them what kind of introduction you want and what tempo you want.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now do something for me. I want you to play that same song in the key of D natural. And not as fast. I want to be able to hear what all the chords are. And you can't fool him because he knows them all. I'm going to ask him if you're doing it right. Down in here so we can hear the changes. 1, 2. You can hum the melody if you want. If you don't know it, just play the time. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.